Hi, Sag. This is going to be your August general forecast, overall forecast. It's good for any placement of Sagittarius in your natal chart, but as always, keep in mind this is a general reading, so it might not resonate with everyone that watches. If this doesn't hit it for you, Sagittarius, you can watch readings on this channel for any other placement of your natal chart, and you could find the messages that you need instead, or in addition to this message about different parts of your life. If you would like a private reading, however, that is personal and just for you and not a general message, the link to my website to schedule a one-on-one private reading with me is down in the description below this video. And if you're new, this is Soma Chandra Tarot. Subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I read for your sign. Right now it's Soma Chandra Sagittarius. Sag, this is a general forecast again, so you can apply it to any part of your life. If you are looking specifically for a love message, did you know that I dedicated an entire channel to both you and Libra? The name of that channel is called Soma Chandra Libra, but don't let the name fool you. I read for both Sagittarius and Libra on that channel every 4 days, and I look at strictly love and relationships. I have a love message up over for you on my other channel, Soma Chandra Libra, so check it out too. Subscribe to both of my channels. I love reading for you guys. I get a lot of downloads for Sagittarius. Why? I don't know. I just do. All right, let's get into it. Sag, I feel like the overall theme of August for you is kind of hurry up and wait. You can only move so quickly. Strong focus on both the 10th house and the 5th house. Change is in the air. Negotiation is in the air. Get support, get rest. You look like you have some lofty goals and there is a need to be patient, okay? Astrology activations. What parts of the solar system are going to be hitting it for you in our neighborhood? I like to call the solar system our neighborhood because we live here. Aquarius, the energy is freedom-loving, rebellious, idealistic, and technological. If you have Aquarius in your chart, find it, find what house it's in, look at the strengths, look at the weaknesses. That's probably where it's going to hit it for you. But Aquarian energy is either around you or welling up within you. And right now, there is a triple conjunction today, August 1st, between Mars, Uranus, and the North Node. And Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. So you're going to feel this trine today. August is going to be it's going to slap pretty good for you guys. You will want freedom. You will feel very idealistic and rebellious. You are going to want to break glass ceilings. And Aquarius doesn't just want self-freedom. It wants improvement for everyone. Freedom and justice for all is Aquarius. So be prepared to feel that energy. Also, Libra energy came out. You may have an Aquarius or a Libra around you. Again, if you have Libra in your chart, check that placement, check that house. It's going to pull really strong there. This is an energy that encourages you to be diplomatic and very gracious. It seeks harmony and balance in relationships. So strong focus on those Libra balance negotiation skills. You will be called to be very gracious, very dignified, very diplomatic. Libras can be very charming and really good with diplomacy, but they will push emotion aside. Both Aquarius and Libra will push emotion aside and stick to the facts. Libra absolutely wants balance and harmony. So you will be able to feel where there is a lack of fairness, honesty, balance, or harmony in your life. And you guys are already good with that. You, Libra and Gemini all have something in common. You're like alchemists. You're always weighing your odds and your choices. Like the Sagittarian angel that's balancing passion and emotion, you will understand this, but more through a Libra filter. You will feel any imbalances anywhere, and you will strive to bring balance and harmony in. But I also think that you're going to want to make some changes. Be prepared for new things. Yeah. House activations. Love it. 5th house and the 10th house. 5th house is the fun house. Yeah. And it's Leo season, and Leo is in charge of the 5th house. I feel like Leo season is a great time for all fire signs and for Sagittarians. And the 5th house is where we have fun and there's romance and we create things that we're proud of. There's a lot of pleasure and play associated with the 5th house. You will be very pulled and drawn into the 5th house. Look at that placement for yourself, what sign it's in, what's going on in your 5th house. That'll help you find those strengths, acknowledge the weaknesses. It's definitely a month to speculate about some things that could be brewing for you. You really want to feel pleasure this month, and you really want to get creative and create things that you're proud of. Yeah, I love that. Also, 10th house, your achievements and your status in the outside world. This is about career. This is about achievements. This is about prestige. He's walking on the moon. I love it. I think that there may be some negotiations surrounding work and career. There will be speculation about creating something that you're proud of in regards to career and possibly relationship. I feel as though for some of you, especially if you have children or you're undergoing any creative process or an education process, it could strongly intersect with your 10th house. You're going to be asked to be a little bit more idealistic. You're going to need to create more freedom and space. Sagittarians already need a lot of freedom and space so that you can be dynamic. You're the mutable dynamic fire sign. You always need space. I'm always telling people if they are dealing with a Sag or like they have an employee that's a Sag, I'm like, you just need to let them go. You need to let them go and trust that their creative dynamic vibe is going to create something really beautiful, and they're really wonderful, passionate leaders. I think you're going to inspire yourself and other people. Also, again, great month for negotiation. I'm also seeing a strong intersection between like intimate relationships, family, and career. With Aquarius coming out, there could be a rebellious energy within you or around you. Be prepared for like schedule changes and things like that, because you need to balance the 5th house and the 10th house. It's not all work and it's not all play. Find the balance. Feel the freedom. Taste the rainbow. I don't know why I felt the need to say that, but I did. There's apparently some rainbow that you need to taste. Yeah, love that. There's a few things that you do need to surrender to this month. And if you surrender to these things, you're going to have more ease and flow in your life, and you're going to feel better about yourself. First of all, you're not a one-man band. And I get the sense that you think you are, because I have the 9 and 10 of Wands here. I have the 10 of Wands twice. Okay, congratulations. You can carry a lot on your own. Some of you have sustaining energy and you're trying to complete something. There will be times when August will feel heavy and you may feel as though you're carrying a lot on your own. Hello, ask for help. Don't be a martyr, Sag. Surrender to receiving support and love. Allow the love and support of others in, rather than trying to handle everything yourself. This can take the pressure off and simultaneously nurture you. So if you're asking people for love and support and they're not giving it to you, that's a problem, and Aquarius is going to ask you to make a change. And if there are people around you that are giving you support and love, let them, Sag, because it will take the pressure off and it's going to make you feel like you're loved and cared for. I love you. I'm hearing the song I Get By With a Little Help from My Friends. Yeah, you will. You really will. Also, stop comparing yourself to other people. You may struggle with that in August. You may spend a lot of time observing others, and that's a great opportunity to allow yourself to be inspired to grow as a person, but not at the expense of your self-esteem. Keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strengths, your own attractiveness, and your power. Focus on what makes you you, and focus on the best of yourself. Don't focus on the best of somebody else, because that's just going to lead you to comparisons. Don't compare yourself to other people. You are you, and you are good enough. You really are. You really are. That's not typically a trait of Sagittarians, but it's a trait of human beings, so you may struggle with that. Also, timing is everything. And we do have the Wheel here, and I have the 7 of Pentacles here. There is a need to wait. Surrender to divine timing. Sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough according to your ego, be patient and trust the universal flow. Something may not happen the way you want it to, when you want it to, Sagittarius. You are being asked by Spirit to trust universal flow. And I got the Wheel of Fortune on the table and the Hangman. So I already know that this is a lesson that you are aware of in August, and I do see you trying. I see you waiting and I see you trying, because when this wheel comes out, A lot of things in the environment that you have no control over have to play out in a certain way at a certain time for things to unfold the way you want them to. So just trust in the divine timing. Things aren't going to happen exactly when you want them to, but that doesn't mean that they won't happen. Yes, yes, we know this. We know this. So King of Wands energy, grand visionary. You guys are in King energy, ladies and gentlemen. This is a leader. This is a person who's passionate. They have reached a level of mastery, very strongly defined sense of self, very creative, very dynamic, very proud, and very focused on yourself and your own dreams. Don't forget to be forgiving. Don't forget to look people in the eye when you're speaking to them. I do see a cooperative energy off of you, but I do think you will be preoccupied with your own goals and your future, for sure. And also there is a strong need to rush. With the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands here, I think that you will have a lot of passionate drive in August. And this week, with this triple conjunction coming in with Mars and Uranus into the North Node, I don't see Sagittarius fearful of stepping out of a comfort zone and moving out of their South Node and into their North Node with this conjunction. This is one of the biggest astrological events of the year happening in August. And Mars is going to conjunct with your North Node and with Aquarian's Uranus, and you are going to have a lot of drive. Like, I can feel it. A lot of drive, because your overall energy is the Knight of Wands. I got somewhere to be. Passionate, rebellious, incredibly energetic. He is not ready to be tied down, not this night. Knights are carving their way in the world, and they have something to prove. And with this Knight of Swords, it's like, I'm passionately driven. Catch me if you can, people. Catch me if you can. And the catalyst is the Six of Wands. Well, now, aren't we driven towards victory and success? Again, with the King and the Six of Wands, I can see that you want to win, a win in your life. Watch out for being aloof. Communication may be an issue, but I see some of you really driven towards something that you can be very proud of, racing to a finish line to have success. Some of you are maybe up for a promotion. I think that you want to feel good about yourself. I think that you want to feel celebrated, and I think that you want to feel proud, and I think you're willing to energetically pour into it. Knight of Wands can be a little bit of a passion project at times. Don't forget to rest. I do sense an antsiness off of this Knight of Wands. If you look at his face, he looks a little paranoid. You may feel as though you've got to be somewhere quickly, because once you get to the finish line, you're going to be successful. And I want that for you too. But when I clarified the Knight of Wands, there is a need to be patient. Seven of Pentacles, strength, and the Nine of Pentacles. Some of you are dealing with a Leo. That Leo might be a little bit of a player, by the way, if it's a romantic relationship. Because there is a need for a conversation with someone, and this could be romantic. So watch out for someone that's attention-seeking and aloof in your energy. But what I'm seeing here with these pentacles is there is this need for you to be patient, but you do not want to be. You want to get somewhere quickly. Some of you are like generators or manifestor generators. That's your human design type. You might want to take shortcuts. You might want to get somewhere quickly. I definitely see that you want the finer things in life. I think some of you really want to get to a place of abundance, self-sufficiency, and financial stability. I think you thought that August was going to be the month with the Leo energy here, but there is a need to be patient. Sagittarius, this bush will bear fruit, but he cannot pick the fruit yet. You're going to have to wait. Again, if this is romantic relationship, you might be dealing with a person that thinks their shit doesn't stink and they want to get laid. So keep that in mind, okay? I am hearing romance off of this a little bit, but I see that you need to patiently wait for an investment to come through to fruition. You may think that something that you are investing in and waiting for will bring a payout in money. Be patient and make it clear to other people that that's what you're expecting, especially if this is a raise and a boss. Like, don't put all that energy into it if you're not going to get that promotion, right? Yeah. What's driving you every day? Deep past and what's driving you. The Hangman and the Page of Swords. You seem to be waiting. You're radically accepting that you need to surrender to divine timing and see something from a different point of view. There may be a lack of action from another person and you're waiting to hear from them right now. No response is a response, by the way. I also see that some of you are eagerly, anxiously waiting for news. You're very curious. You are ready to seek information. Because that Page of Swords isn't going to sign on the dotted line until he's read all the terms and agreements. So I do see a curiosity. I do see an anxiousness for more information, but also you know that you will wait. Either that or someone else may keep you waiting. And all you can do is chill. All you can do is accept with the Pisces Hangman that if you need to be patient and wait and surrender, a sacrifice may need to be made. And you may need to see something for what it really is and see something from a different point of view. And this is a spiritual lesson that we all have to go through from time to time. Use August as an opportunity to get the information that you need from whom you need it, and to allow your soul and your human body to come into alignment. In that moment, you will see something for what it really is, and you will surrender and accept it. You'll be able to make the sacrifices that you need to make moving forward. Deep within in recent past, Six of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. So these three cards really, this Page of Swords just came in the reverse. Some of you are dealing with some situations with other people where there may be harmless gossip or all talk and no action. Make sure you're not all talk and no action. This apparently wanted to be in the reverse. There may be a lack of information that does come in, but I see that for a while, you guys have really tried to discipline yourselves to go with the flow, accept things that you can't change, and stay in calm waters. Some of you have been in a place of waiting and transition for a while. It may feel like a bit of a holding pattern. If this continues through the end of August, that might be a sign that a relationship isn't going to move in the direction that you want it to. It's just going to be a fifth house thing, which is a fling, and it's more important to focus on creativity, fun with friends, your creative endeavors, and your 10th house. But it could just be something about life timing, something that's important to you. It won't go as quickly as you want. You might not get all the information that you want. Also, trust no bitches with Page of Swords in reverse now. Make sure you are getting all the facts. But I do see that you are playing out, you are aware that your fate and destiny is playing out at this time, but there is an inability to move quickly. It's like a hurry up and wait kind of month. And I felt like I needed a clarification for all four of these cards. And I got the Nine of Swords, Death, Scorpio, the Moon of Pisces. Some of you are dealing with a Scorpio or a Pisces here. Maybe another fire sign. This has been stressful. Some of you are waiting for something to end. Some of you may get some bad news about health, your health or someone else's. You're confused. You may be worried. I hate to deliver that kind of tough news, but be aware of that. There may be some kind of a transformation or a slow ending taking place. This is happening deep within your subconscious. Some of you have a moon in Scorpio. It's going to hit you hard this month. Try to surrender to worry as well, or address the worry. Some of you may have some nightmares in August as well, at least in the beginning. When is there going to be change? I think some of you feel as though there is a change taking place within you and in a very emotional way, and probably on a subconscious and slow level. And you may not know what that's about entirely, or when you will see some kind of a change. It's almost like you'd rather like the Tower and the Ace of Swords, which is a sudden shift and a clarity. But instead, it will be a slow transformation that will happen subconsciously, and it may be very emotional and cyclical for you. Accept the things you can't change, and you might be able to eliminate this Nine of Swords once you do that and focus on what you can change. I feel like some of you are really waiting for an ending or a change for sure, but you know you need to just be patient. What you're thinking about all the time kind of surprised me. You're thinking about the Nine of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. Well, the highest version of yourself is saying to you, you actually have a lot to be grateful for. Be satisfied in this moment. And if you're worried at all about money and finances, you will have just enough. Parts of you, some of you have this part of you that really wants to be giving and generous to others. Watch out for resting on your laurels. Only give where you can this month. You may also be dealing with a person who's satisfied just to breadcrumb you. But for some of you, you're thinking about getting some kind of a raise or something. I mean, I have 3 sixes on the table, so you are at a pivotal point here. I think that you are thinking about all that you have to be grateful for and that you're happy to get your bills paid. And that's what Spirit's asking you to do. And they're asking you to see yourself in that way. Be generous where you can, but don't tip your scales. Also, I'm hearing watch your grocery bill. You may spend quite a bit of money on alcohol this month as well. Someone may give you a really good tip as well if you run your own business. Okay, they want me to move on. Main action for August, the 3 of Pentacles and Temperance. Okay. Calm, cool, and collected as ever. You are the angel that walks among us, Sagittarius. I think that you will be patient. I think that you will be cooperative. You are in a stage of building, learning, and growing. Make sure you acknowledge others around you that are asking you to cooperate. Conversely, you may be working on building and learning and growing, and you may have a person in your environment that is not recognizing that, because Temperance does look a little aloof. But overall, your action will be to be calm and patient. I do notice that there's about to be an eruption here in this volcano, or perhaps the sun is coming up. You have a minute, take a minute to decide what your next move is, but you will also be in a process of development. I'm also hearing, watch out for other people stealing your ideas this month while you're not looking. Make sure you stay in touch with team members in a group dynamic. I'm hearing that for some of you, someone may take credit for your work. I've heard that for you in the past. This person might be an earth sign. But I do see overall that you will bring a very calm, patient, temperate vibe everywhere you go, and you will be able to build upon something. I see you in the beginning phase of a new project, and I do think that you could be recognized and rewarded for what you bring to the table. Keep at it. Most people like that calm vibe too, but the way you see yourself in August, this is why I think you need to surrender to support and love. 4 of Pentacles and the 10 of Wands. Now, what you're thinking about all the time is, I just kind of want to feel like I can pay all my bills and then some, and be generous to others, and also live in complete satisfaction. This is a mindset, and you can have this mindset, but in reality, the reality in the Pentacle realm, the 6th house and the 2nd house, I think, is that you really have to watch your budget, and you may really need help. Put down burdens that you do not need to carry. Do not carry burdens for anyone else but yourself. I think it makes a lot of you feel good to feel really generous, but August might not be the month that you can do that. There are burdens that you're carrying. You do need help. I do see that you will hold back and hold on. Ask yourself, what am I hanging on to? What can I let go of? Because the 4 of Pentacles and the 10 of Wands do both need to let go of something to a degree. I do see you reaching a finish line of some kind. I also see that you may feel as though your budget is tighter than you want it to be. But if you're waiting for an investment to come through and get to these 9 Pentacles, I think that instinctively you may just feel like financially now is not the month to invest. As much as you want to be indulgent, you can't. You just have to move slowly and be patient and practice moderation. Despite all this energy of the Knight of Wands and this hurry up and wait energy that you have been going through, keep at it. Keep at it. In your environment, I think that this might be happening at work. Because I see possibly a work dynamic. The Four of Swords and the Five of Wands, you or someone you know in August may be sick. There may be fighting over something to do with a will, an estate, a death of a loved one. There is a stress in your environment and also competitive ideas and tension around you. They're not necessarily solution focused, but they're not going for the jugular either. This may be happening in a family or at work. These people don't always agree to disagree. And I clarified this and I was like, okay, well, what's Sagittarius's role in this? The Magician, the Eight of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, and the Hierophant. You could have a Taurus in your energy. You could have an Aries, a Gemini, or a Virgo. But what I'm hearing is you're coming in with all the solutions. You're looking at the details and you're willing to put in the work. The higher ups, family, a boss, a teacher, somebody may challenge you or you may feel challenged. This magician may be someone else. I feel like someone is trying to please their family or a system at large in some way with the Hierophant. Also, I'm hearing something about like not wanting to be vaccinated for COVID, feeling challenged by a system that's kind of stuffy where you have to play by the rules. Someone might be trying to impress a boss. There's a lot of tension. And rules do need to be played by. Your ideas and the way you do things may be challenged. I'm also hearing with the Four of Swords, if someone is taking a break, like if that's you, let these other people work out their problems because you have enough on your plate. Don't let anybody put any more on your plate. Also, someone may rather do something hands-on and work rather than do a long-term education plan or university. This may be one of your kids. Okay, I'm hearing that as well. The way you're going to be feeling is the Nine of Wands. Oh my gosh, Sagittarius. So again, you're a little overwhelmed in August. But as my friend Vanessa, who also reads tarot on YouTube, and her channel is called Virgo Rising 1218. If you're not watching Vanessa, you're missing out. She's a very good friend of mine, and she's very good at reading tarot. She's a Sag. Vanessa always says, it ain't over till the fat lady sings. That's what Vanessa says. It ain't over till the fat lady sings. You're going to make it back to base camp. You will feel as though your boundaries are tested. It will be a spiritual test of faith and strength. In the middle of August in particular, I think. I do think you're hoping for some kind of a payout or a win, but it will be overwhelming to get there. You won't get the help that you want or need. Fate and timing are just going to play itself out. And again, with the Four of Pentacles, I see you holding back and holding on. Sagittarius, is it possible that you're doing this to yourself? Is this a cycle that you play out where you won't invest and you refuse to show your face? You refuse to let go of your burdens. You refuse to ask your help. And you may be constantly putting yourself in a situation where you have to wait and other people are driving you crazy and your boundaries are always tested. Now is a time to really pull back and ask yourself, how did I get myself in this? It may be a cyclical pattern. It also just might be one of those things like, this isn't the month to invest. You're going to have to hold back. Your budget's going to be tight. Life is just playing out the way it's playing out. Don't resist expansion. You are finishing out a heavy cycle. For some of you, you are wrapping up in 2022 a 10-year-long cycle that is about to be done. And the ace will come in for you soon, the new beginning. But right now, you're kind of in the thick of it. I also get the sense that for the next 1 to 3 years, there will be pivotal growth for you that could lead to success. And I think you know it, which is why you're kind of stressed out about waiting and you'd really like to go for it here. Yeah. Final outcome for the end of August. For August is the Two of Pentacles. Decisions, decisions, decisions. You will have to make a practical choice. Weigh your odds. You may be very busy in August as well. Clarifying this Two of Pentacles is another two. The Two of Cups, the Five of Cups, and the Hangman. Okay. In August, there may be a significant conversation that disappoints you, and you have no choice but to surrender and see something for what it really is. You will need to hang here. It will happen face to face. You may be waiting to talk to a person, and you might not get to do that. How long are you going to let somebody leave you hanging? For some of you, you needed to hear that. But this is about listening to your emotions and someone else's. Be prepared for a bit of disappointment, but you will have to surrender and see something for what it really is. And then you will make a choice that may be difficult for you to make, but I do see you making the most practical choice. It just might not be easy. And I'm not sure what part of your life this will play out. You may just have to continue to wait. In the meantime, surrender to that support and love. Don't be comparing yourselves to other people. I do see that some of you really do want something to change. Stay focused on that 10th and 5th house and surrender your ego, surrender timing. Keep your energy level up though, Sag, because I do believe that you can make your grand visions come true with energy, with idealism, and with diplomacy from Libra and Aquarius. All right, Sag, that's August. Hope it resonates and hope it helps. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Sagittarius. Take care. I love you guys. And